Welcome to my basement, everybody. My name is Victor Lucas, and you are welcome to my basement. I am a host that has forgotten how to host things wearing pants. It's been a long time since I've worn pants and hosted something. I don't know if I'll ever be able to do it again, guys. It's kind of fun to host a lot of things without wearing pants. It's what a year this has been. We have wonderful things to discuss today. Lots of enjoyable things like this thing. And, well, I won't show you that. I'll surprise you with, actually, it's in the title, so you probably know what's going on here. Hold on. I just have to put my phone over here and make sure it's not buzzing or anything like that. Welcome to the show. I think Goku was the first in the room. This is fantastic. It's good to see hi there. And Daniel Fugate, who also said Sackboy looks like a lot of fun. We're going to get into that. We've got D9000 in here. I think you sent me, if I got your icon correct, I think you sent me a tweet that you listened to the Amy Hennig Vic's Basement audio podcast that I just posted yesterday, I believe. Things are happening so fast, I can't keep track of everything. But I had a great conversation with her. You could listen to that audio podcast on any audio podcast service you like, Apple Podcasts or Spotify or what have you. Basement Gaming is here. I like the tag, Basement Gaming. That's awesome. I do a lot of basement gaming myself. Peter Kokasar is here, and Uncle Jay, and Robert Bartell. Hip Hop Dan is in the house, and we've got Blair Farrell. I hate pants at this point. Yes, Blair, I do. Does that, who enjoys pants? I'm laughing because David Letterman's production company is Worldwide Pants, and they've probably taken a big hit this year. Hey, Master Lucas, let's get sexy, Anthony Warren says. All right, you guys, we have got some pretty cool stories lined up today for our rundown, and I'm going to dedicate this one to my daughter, Ruby. She's going to be very excited about the first story that we have. But let's get started with your rundown. We don't have much longer to wait. November 19th is when Animal Crossing is getting an update. It's the winter update to celebrate things like Turkey Day and vague holiday seasons that look kind of like Christmas. I don't know if anything is kind of projected out there, but this is obviously something that a lot of Animal Crossing fans, like my kid and myself, have been waiting for a long time. We've got Christmas trees and snowy trees, and it's absolutely beautiful looking. We've got characters in Santa suits. So that all starts to hit very soon, so we don't have long to wait. It's been a little while since I've been back in Animal Crossing. It was in the news yesterday in our rundown as well. So I feel like Animal Crossing is sending me a message. Yesterday, the news was that Animal Crossing was one of the games that was looked at in a survey from Oxford University as one of the titles that will make you happier. And I can attest to that. This was such amazing, revolutionary title at the beginning of the pandemic. It couldn't have been, more appropriately launched at a more appropriate time for us as human beings to have these little islands that we could populate and decorate in any fashion that we want. Now we've got a whole bunch of new options, snowflakes and Christmas stockings and new hairstyles. And they also tease that there's going to be another update coming in January. So there's more stuff planned. Obviously, it looks like they've increased the storage, which is a big deal. So now you can store a lot more stuff, thankfully. And you can do a save data transfer. So stuff that, quality of life improvements that we've been waiting for a long time, and they're finally coming to Animal Crossing. So bravo. Ruby, I know you're jumping for joy wherever you're watching this or whenever you're watching this, but she's going to be super excited. That comes out on November 19th. Now, we've got something completely different for our second story. I noticed this morning. I'm a fan of Anson Mount. He's a terrific actor who made quite the impression on Star Trek Discovery. Today, he announced that he is going to be part of this new group called, well, it's not that new, it's METI. And this is about connecting with aliens. This is a take on SETI, which listens for aliens, but Captain Pike is now joined the board of directors for METI, which is about messaging and being sort of progressive with the idea of sending signals out there. As you can see, he's part of the board of directors now, which is just all fitting. In the tweet that he sent out, you could see that the Star Trek, the people that run the Star Trek Twitter account, were giving him a round of applause from Captain Picard, which I thought was just fantastic. It's so fitting. But Anson Mount, he's a terrific Captain Pike. He really kind of, in the second season of Star Trek Discovery, I don't know if you guys watched that at all, but he just like totally energized it because he was such a commanding presence, and he looks, a little bit more mature than all the other cast members on the show. He just looked like he'd been in the Star Trek verse for a long time, and it worked really well, and I really liked his performance. Of course, he's getting his own show in the Star Trek universe as well. He's so successful with that. So looking forward to that. But he's got this really cool podcast that I've checked out a couple times called The Well, and I follow him on Twitter, and he's a really thoughtful dude, and I just thought, holy crap, man, this is cool news. This is, apart from all of the other wacky crap that's going on in the world, this is a guy that's thinking, you know what, we should be reaching out into the universe. There might be civilizations out there that would like to hear from us. So it's pretty cool. So he's exploring in probably the most economical way that human beings can explore the galaxy right now. So kudos to you, Anson Mount. Let's hope that we do come in contact with some alien civilizations in the not too distant future, and they're nice, and they like Earth's video games. That would be awesome. I'll tell you one thing that they're probably going to dig is all of the Lego that's on this planet. And today, Lego announced that there is more Lego sets based around Super Mario. And I know I've got the Game & Watch Mario in the show. I've already talked about Animal Crossing, so there's a lot of Nintendo in the show. Can't be helped. They're busy. They're cracking on all kinds of cool things. There's going to be new costumes for Mario. I think he gets the Tanuki suit. I don't have this thing. I've got tremendous willpower that I don't have this yet because I want it so bad. But every set that I've seen has been sans Mario. They've all been, like, I've seen them in department stores and drugstores and stuff. All the expansion sets like that don't come with Mario, and it's like, I would want the Mario if I was going to get any one of these things. But Mario's interactive, as we all know. He's got a little speaker and sensors and stuff, so it's a lot more than just a regular Lego sort of play set. There's a lot going on there, and super dope. So like new jungle areas and the piranha plants and all the stuff that's going to happen in here. This all comes out in early 2021. So clearly there was, obviously this stuff has been in the pipeline for a long time. There's the Tanuki suit, but clearly it's successful because more and more stuff is coming out. Look at all these different characters. Oh my God, it's so hard not to want to collect all of this stuff. But I'm going to abstain. But how about you guys? Does anybody in the chat right now have Super Mario Lego? And if you do, what do you think of it? Blair Farrell says, Lego is a rich man's toy for sure. Bought the Mandalorian set for my brother. That was $80. Yeah, I have a lot of Lego. I point this out all the time. This right here is right there is the Batcave from 1966. So hold on, I'll grab it. It's cool. I have did you guys see I'm not wearing pants? I have Batman, a little dusty, Batman and Robin in the Batmobile. So cool. Rest in peace, Adam West. I just love this. This stuff was, I adored this show when I was growing up. So it's so cool that Lego and DC and Warner Brothers all worked it out. That they have a 66 Batcave, complete with the Joker and Penguin and all the other characters. This won't be Vic's Toy Hour. I'm not going to grab everything, but I love it. All right, so I do love Lego, and I think you guys love Lego. E.L. Vetter, Victor the Netherlands here. I purchased the Lego Mario. There you go, fantastic. Just for my Nintendo shrine. I know, don't we all have Nintendo shrines? We're going to dig into some new additions to the Nintendo shrine in a little bit. This is sealed still. It arrived today, and I'm very excited to open it up. I'm sure it's going to have a little bit of juice on it, so we'll take a look at it. Yeah, you guys are all talking about Lego. Vic, I'm almost home. We'll check back in soon. Okay, Street Dreams TT. He's watching on his phone or something like that. That's awesome. We need a Vic's toy table. You know what? I'm slowly working up to building a whole TV network out of my basement here. We're slowly just stacking new bits and content into the show. And I'm a solitary switcher, as you have no doubt witnessed. We've had some audio troubles. I'm learning new bits and pieces of how to manage this as a daily TV show, which is pretty crazy. But Toy Table, I do miss doing that. I don't have an actual table that I could fit in here that I could do that with. But anyways, we have more show to get to. That is going to do it for our rundown. Now it's time for This Day in Everything Cool. Welcome to This Day in Everything Cool for November 17th. On this day in 2006, Sony followed up the most successful console of all time with one that was not so successful. The PlayStation 3 launched in North America following its release in Japan a week earlier. Sony began developing the new system as far back as 2001, not long after the release of the PlayStation 2, and the idea was to run the system on a new kind of cell microprocessor. This basically meant that it would be a lot more powerful, but also a lot more difficult for developers to work with. Sony hoped that despite the hardships, developers would be forced to stick with the platform because they assumed it would be as big a success as the PS2. The success of the PS2 might have made Sony overconfident in another way, the cost. The PS3 launched with a sticker price of $500 for the 20GB base model and $600 for the 60GB version, making it the most expensive console on the market. As many had guessed, this didn't go over too well with the players. The PS3 was not a success when it launched, due mostly to its high price and the fact that it just didn't have enough games. It also didn't help that rival Microsoft had beaten them with the launch of the Xbox 360, which already had a library of big exclusives. Sony stuck with the PS3, and as the years went on and more games came out, it eventually became a success, but never really caught up with the 360. Thankfully, Sony learned from their mistakes with their next platform, the PlayStation 4. It was much easier to make games for and launched with a much more friendly price and was a huge success right out of the gate. All right, I brought back This Day and Everything Cool. We did a whole 365-day collection of segments having to do with something that happens every day. And I haven't done a daily streaming show in a little bit, but now I'm doing it. I guess I'm doing it right now. There's so much stuff coming out, and I thought, you know what? Let's bring that back. So I put it into the show today. Hope that blast from the past was all right with you guys. Let's talk about Sackboy: A Big Adventure right now, which is kind of a generic title for a game with such an endearing character, such a memorable character, such an important character, I would say, for PlayStation and for the PlayStation 5 as a launch title. This is obviously the Little Big Planet mascot, the character that was a big part of this play, create, share phenomenon that launched fittingly with the PlayStation 3 a couple of generations ago. And we've seen new installments of Sackboy adventures over time, but they've all kind of lifted on the play, create, share mentality. This game is less about that. This is taking the idea that all of the building blocks are in place to craft a really cool 3D platformer, and that's what Sumo Interactive has put together here. It's a really, really tight 60 frames per second experience. It's a little light though on which is ironic because there's so many different costumes and stuff. Sackboy is kind of a voiceless sort of canvas, right? You're always putting stuff on him or her and fashioning a character that you want, but he doesn't really have, an intrinsic sort of personality, which really fit with the idea of the play, create, share kind of concept, because you were trying to craft levels and craft worlds and stuff. And there has been a tremendous amount of effort put into the world building. There's levels that take place, obviously, you can see on top of trains and climbing up a mountain and going under the sea and in the jungle collecting bananas. And sometimes you have to kind of herd goats to unlock different levels and stuff. You're going to run into all all kinds of monkeys and things that will attack you, and crabs with lots of armor on them, and there'll be some really cool pieces of technology that you'll have to deal with, and things like hover boots, and you'll have boomerang tech and stuff like that you can employ as well. And it's really tuned. It's really fun to play, but there is an element, especially in single player, where it's like all of this stuff is happening at Sackboy, but Sackboy is just sort of being pulled along. He's not really... I guess, when you stack him up to characters like Sonic or Crash or definitely the Mario character, he doesn't have that... He's lovely, he's endearing, but he doesn't have that kind of like that sort of inner beauty, that charm unto himself. And it's because you have to put all of it onto the character. You got to put the costume on that you want, and it's fun to do that, but it's kind of missing. That voicelessness doesn't really serve the joy of the core experience. Now, that's my negative on the game. Everything else works really well. And I guess the closest approximation that I can compare this to is Yoshi's Crafted World, which at the time when I reviewed that for the Nintendo Switch, it's an incredible game. I gave that a 10 out of 10, and I've talked about it many times on streams before. That's a better game than this game. But at the time when I reviewed it, I definitely referenced that it felt a little bit like it was from the Little Big Planet universe. It's all about crafting and, using cardboard cutouts and paint and, whatever the elements you can find in the environment to kind of craft this world of imagination. The place that you're exploring in the game is called Craft World, and everything feels like it was hand-built for somebody's stop-motion movie or something, which I love. I love all of that. And, I don't want to sound like I don't dig the concept around Sackboy. I've always felt really, at home in this world. But there's something more fitting with the initial concept of play and create and share. It's such a it's like a vessel, right? This whole world, the characters that you can craft. It's about sort of expression and then sharing it with other people. And certainly Sumo has done that. But the whole time you're playing it, you're feeling like, did they just take a lot of the engine tech and a lot of the learnings and sort of the implementation of what Media Molecule did, and then, craft their own 3D platformer using all of those sort of in-engine tools, which I know they didn't. I know they started from the ground up and they've made it their own, and they've done other good Little Big Planet titles in the past and Sackboy titles in the past. It's just that it's hard to dissociate from that, especially when your character doesn't really emote other than when you make it emote. You know what I'm saying? Like you're in control of the puppet the whole time. And I'm harping on that. And I don't mean to, because it's really, really fun to play. It's tuned. The jumps feel right. The different actions and mechanics that you have as the character feel right. The different capabilities that you will pick up along the way feel right. It's a joy to play, especially if you play this with somebody else. And I played it with my daughter for a little while this morning, and we really, really enjoyed it. Now, I've got more to play and more to see. I haven't done the whole thing in the game. I played enough of this title because there's so much stuff coming up, but I played enough of this to kind of give you guys a sense of how I'm feeling playing the game. But definitely what kept coming up is a little bit of a remove from the story and from connecting to it. I also feel like you're not really controlling the camera, which I think was on purpose, because you can play the entirety of the game with up to 4 people at a time, which is fantastic. So it's truly a multiplayer puzzle platforming experience where you're having to you imbue the personality on the character, and you're throwing the Sackboys around, and you're sharing a lot of the challenges together, or you get into some competitive issues where you're pushing people off of ledges and things. All of that multiplayer stuff is really cool, and there's enough kind of danger and action and excitement that it's way more enjoyable to share it with somebody else. And I guess that's another thing too. I think the thing about the best action puzzle platformers out there is that they're, like, I'm talking top level. I'm talking Crash and Sonic and some of the other ones out there, is that you can play them perfectly fine as a single player thing, and you feel like you're sort of embroiled in the story and like you are really along and a part of the fiction that's happening before you. And in this one, it's a little less so. There is a little bit of a remove. That's not to say that it's not gorgeous, and it certainly does look really, really lovely on the PlayStation 5. I also like the controls with the DualSense controller. You can feel every time that there's wind blowing or you're throwing, your little. It's like what's it called? The glaive from Krull. I thought that was awesome. I picked up this thing. I wish you could hang on to the stuff that you pick up and use them wherever you want. But obviously the items and the cool little custom little features are sort of applicable to the stages that you're on, and then you lose them as you move on. But you feel the bounces, you feel the jumps, you feel the energy of fire when it burns you, or electricity when it sparks you. There's great running from the boss moments, which completely make you think of Crash Bandicoot. Some jumps you can't quite make because of that camera. I was starting to go down that path, but I forgot to get back to the point. But sometimes there are enemies and fights that you get into where it feels like you don't quite know why you have died. There's a lot of stuff going on the screen, as you can imagine, because this is it's a launch title for the PlayStation 5. They want to show off its beauty. It's also on the PlayStation 4, by the way. And that may also be a thing here with this game too, is that although it is a lovely PlayStation 5 game, there's not a lot about it that makes you think this couldn't have been achieved somewhere else. It's not quite the same thing as what we've already seen of the new Ratchet and Clank game, where you're zipping from dimension to dimension, and it's super, super fast like that. There are little load times in between each of the levels. It's not a big deal at all. It's just, it's a kind of a familiar design. It's well designed. It's well put together. It's a great multiplayer experience. But it's not the best of the puzzle platformers out there. But it's a very, very good title, especially if you have other people in the house with you to play with them. And I guess I spent so much time talking about that personality issue because, there's really not a lot wrong with the game, but I can't give it a 9. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not quite that good. It's a very good game. It's just not a great game. It didn't knock me on my butt like when I played Yoshi's Crafted World, So I'm going to give Sackboy a big adventure, which does feature lots of cute little costumes and stuff, an 8.5 out of 10. All right, so there's my review on the game. It's definitely cute. It's a good pickup for PlayStation 5. Definitely Spider-Man is the first one you want to get. I have a lot more to play of Demon's Souls, but I've heard nothing but great things about that. I'm gonna play some more of that, and I'll talk with you guys about Demon's Souls tomorrow. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is up there. I guess I got to make these buyer's guides, right? I got to kind of list out some of the best stuff to get for each one of these platforms. I'm going to get on that. I still have a little bit more to play, though. But, we've got something cool that's happening this week. The contest, SMS3, yeah, Yoshi knocked me on my butt, too, put me to sleep. Oh, seriously, SMS34? Come on. I guess everybody, different strokes for different folks. I get it. Robert Tolan, Julie Stouffer's doing great. She's doing great. And Kratos70 says, I'm sold. Getting Sackboy, I enjoy the haptic feedback so much. It's cool. Astros is better and more charming, and that's the pack-in game. So there are a bunch of other titles that I would put in the pecking order first, me personally, but Sackboy is a very, very fine 3D action platform game. And it's another great, it's another sort of plus in the win column for Sumo. They've made a lot of really cool games, and this one is definitely added to that collection. Now, for Canadians out there, we have a cool contest that's going on until Thursday. On Thursday's Vic's Basement, I'm going to announce the winner, but it has to do with Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. And I talked about it yesterday, and I thought, okay, am I going to spiel the whole thing again today? Or I thought the better thing was just to run the video of what I did yesterday. So here we go. Here's the contest. You have until Thursday to enter on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Electric Playground. But here's me talking about this exact same thing. Am I going to review Age of Calamity? This is from Dry Bone Jones. Yes, I am. And that, my friend, brings us to something very cool. As you know, and as Nintendo knows, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for Nintendo Switch is my favorite game of all time, and they know how much I love that game. And so they reached out and they said, Vic, we've got this idea for a contest giveaway for one lucky Canadian that is maybe perhaps as big a fan of Zelda as you are. We're going to give them basically a loot chest of awesome things to celebrate the launch of Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. That includes a Pro Controller, a Zelda-themed Pro Controller, and a case, and a notebook from Breath of the Wild, a Zelda puzzle, a Zelda wallet, a lanyard, some cool keychains, even some funky socks, some Legend of Zelda socks, and of course you get a copy of Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. It is for one person, so it's one grand prize, and the way that you can enter this contest is to go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/electric playground. facebook.com/electric playground. Pretty easy to remember. I'm going to post this image and the way that you can win this prize there, and so please do enter. And we're going to announce the winner, I think, the day that the game launches. But the information on that will be there. Now, the one thing that I definitely want to say is that the game, this contest is only open to Canadians, and it's open to Canadians outside of Quebec. There are different rules for Quebec, so it's Canadians all across the country. Anywhere in the country, excluding Quebec. And Quebec, I'm very sorry that it's not happening there. I don't want it to be that way, but there's a bunch of rules and regulations that we just don't have the wherewithal to deal with on this particular contest. We will on a future contest, I promise. It's every other province in the country it's open to, and I'm sorry to our American viewers and our viewers from other parts of the world. Right now we're just working with Nintendo Canada on this celebration of Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, which takes place 100 years before the events of Breath of the Wild. So of course I want to jump into the extraordinary and beautiful combat and action of the game. And it's coming out very soon, and of course I'll have a review of the game for you guys as well. So after I'm done with the show today, I'm going to go and post all of that stuff and the information and the way to enter to win the contest on facebook.com/electric playground. So there you go. You've got to sign up on our Facebook page, facebook.com/electric playground. But I thought I handled it all right yesterday. I was just going to use that video. Contest is over on Thursday. We'll announce it on Thursday's episode. And I'm talking with Nintendo to stream Age of Calamity as soon as we can, so we'll talk about it and stream some of it in the show. And we've got something to stream today. It's called the Pathless. But before we do that, I know some of you wanted to. Oh, wait, what is that? Tron 1686 says, decided to try out Burnout Paradise on the Series X since she played it a week or 2 weeks ago on the Series X, trying out a bunch of games. It is still a ton of fun. Yes, it is. And I talked a little bit about, and I got a nice thank you note from somebody on Twitter, but Fight Night Champion is part of the EA Play Game Pass. Amazing. There's a lot of good games on there. Skate 3, but Fight Night Champion still looks amazing on the Series X. That is a wonderful game, and I would love EA to bring the Fight Night games back. Hey, Vic, good to see you again. Contest entered. Never been happier to live in Bowmanville. That's awesome. Again, apologies to our friends in Quebec. We will do a contest in the future where Quebec is included for sure. There's been a couple of hundred entries already into the contest on Facebook, so write something good. Clearly, people are enthused about this game coming out and all the cool swag that's in there. I also want to give a big shout out and a round of applause if you could all join me in applauding. We've got I don't have any of those fancy sound effects that streamers have. I don't even know how people do all of that stuff. I don't know if it's automated, but we have a new member, Peter Kokasar, who has been on a few streams, and I've seen your name in the chat a few times. Peter, thank you so much for joining up and becoming a member of Electric Playground. You rock, man. Thank you. As you can tell, we have wonderful people in the chat, and it is awesome to see all of these great comments and your massive patience as I sort of stumble and fumble my way through doing all of this stuff. Somebody mentioned that there are no Canadians in the chat, and then a lot of people proceeded to say, Yes, there are many Canadians in the chat. And I hope all of you have entered. Toronto Boy, there you go. Who's that? Toronto Boy is Leaf Fan B, of course. Hip Hop Dan's got a big heart for me. Thank you, pal. And welcome, Peter. A round of applause, Untitled, right there. I love it. Woohoo! Hand claps. Okay. You guys have been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this. This came today. I ordered it from Amazon. I had a buddy say, "Look, dude, the color screen Game & Watch are available on Amazon." I said it on the stream the other day, and I ordered it on the stream as I was talking. I don't know how I did that. How did I do that? I did it, but I ordered it, and it's here. So let's talk about it. I'm sure these are very hard to get at this point. This was the wacky idea that Nintendo showed off in the Mario 35 stream a little while ago. Okay, this is the one to open, and I think this was the one that surprised all of us the most. That and the Mario Kart Live. Incidentally, my next Vic's Basement audio podcast is going to be with the people that created Mario Kart Live from Velen Studios. That's Guha and Karthik Bala. You're not going to want to miss that discussion. They're also the guys that founded Vicarious Visions, which made one of my favorite Spider-Man games of all time for the Game Boy Advance, Spider-Man Mysterio's Menace, which will end up in side-scrolling superheroes soon. Okay, so I like the packaging is super cool. I think you guys can see that okay. I didn't set up another camera. I thought I should have done that, but didn't really have time. I think that's in focus. Let's see if it stays in focus. Yep, there it is. Pretty cool, right? Nice. Okay, so let's take this out. It has this overlay, so that is pretty rad as it focuses in right there. Like that. Okay. I have some of the original Game & Watches. Oh, let's take a look at the back of the box here. So it tells you, I can't read all that stuff. I've been looking at too many screens, so my eyes can't focus on that stuff, just like my camera can't right there. But it has a little bit of detail on the different modes. It comes with Super Mario Brothers 1 from the NES and Super Mario Brothers 2, which were the lost levels. It has some clock functionality. Camera's finding my face. And there's lots of cool little display tech. It also has the ball game, the old classic Game & Watch ball game called Ball. And but they've substituted Mario in there, so Mario is in there. So it comes with a little USB-B cable. I think it's USB-C, like everything else coming out these days, except for you, Apple. We know you're still putting those lightning cables in with your phones. Don't know why you're doing that. Actually, I don't even. Are they putting they're putting the cables in, but not the power connectors. But everything should be USB-C from now on. Yes. All right. For the next 10 years or so. Let me fix this. All right. So tiny little USB-C cable. Cute. I like the packaging. It's just like the old days. Now I have classic Game & Watches. I think I could find them, but it might take me a little bit of time, so I'm not going to go rush off and leave the chat alone for a minute here. But I bought these back in the day. I bought I had like 3 or 4 of them, and I just love them. I've always been a game collector. Video games have always blown my mind. But here it is. It's very simple. You get the charge cable, you get a little box to wrap around it, and then you get this little tiny thing right there, which I don't even know if I'm going to be able... I might have to put reading glasses on to be able to see that. Let's see. Right there. Okay, hold on. Can't focus on me. There it is. So cute. Let's see if it's got a little bit of juice. I'm sure it does. My first USB-C cable. Did you get one of these? You can't leave us unsupervised, Ethan Jory. Ethan Jory, I can't. Okay, let's see. Where's the on button? Oh, I think it's on the side here. There it is. Yep. Okay. We have power. There's little Mario doing some juggling, which is, apropos because he's doing that in the game. And so press the time button. I am pressing the time button. Oh, I see. That's the pause button. Okay. So it's noon. You guys know that, right? Or it's midnight. Oh my God, it's adorable. Listen to that. Adorable. I should wear this. It is kind of cooler than my Apple Watch, right? It's kind of like a Pip-Boy right there. What do you think? Just wear this, walking around. Look at that. Oh, you like the time? No problem. Here it is. It's noon. It's always noon. I like it. Okay, let's play. Okay, so. Oh, okay. So you get 3 different games right there. You can see them. Boop, boop, boop. Now, obviously, I can't play the game. Oh, it's got to be over my face. Right there. How adorable is that? It's super light. Let's see if I can... well, you can hear it. Should we do this for an hour? Do you guys want to... Is this the weirdest live stream on YouTube right now? It's weird. I'm playing Mario. It's really adorable. Oh my goodness. It's like you're playing Mario on a stamp. The screen is really clear though. It's very bright. Do 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 do. Oh, you guys can't hear that. You just hear me. Sorry about that. Put it next to the Game Boy Micro. I can get that. That's sitting over here. You guys knew that, didn't you? All right. There we go. Game Boy Micro. I did have this charging a little while ago, so it will have power. I don't know what's in there. Right there. Game Boy Micro is even smaller. That's crazy. Take it easy, Jegfei. Oh, this is I'm playing Batman Begins on here for a future side-scrolling superheroes. Pretty cute, man. All right, so there it is, the Game & Watch. I'll play this a little bit more, and I'll have some thoughts for you. But I love it. I love the style. I just love that this is made. It's so quirky and weird and expensive. I think it was $70 to get this. But it's clearly a collector's edition. It's clearly something to kind of commemorate the 35 years of Mario. It is weird that it doesn't have like all the Mario games on there, all the NES Mario games. Like why didn't they put Mario 2 on there? And Super Mario 3. I mean, they should have had 2 and 3 and the Lost Level. Basically, this should have been Super Mario All-Stars. And I don't think there's any way to download. I'm sure somebody's going to hack this thing and put all kinds of stuff on it. Yeah, I'm very happy that I own this, and I will protect it and preserve it forever. And I'll play a little bit on it. And it's $79 Canadian, while the U.S. got it for $50. Oh my goodness, is that true? That's crazy. Well, that is nuts. That's too expensive, but I know it's sold out probably at this point because it's such a collectible. The other thing that has just come in, thanks to the folks at New Wave Toys, you guys can see what this box is. It's one of the Replicade arcade machines. I've got a few of these. They're very cool. I have a Tempest and a Street Fighter. They make a ton of them, and I would love to have a little mini arcade type thing, but I don't have the room. So, I reached out when I saw this one because I think this is such a cool idea to have as a small arcade. And it was an important arcade machine for me because we used to have an arcade in Vancouver called Lion's Lair, and I remember when this showed up, it blew my freaking mind. It's Dragon's Lair in mini form here. So we're going to open this up. I'm going to dedicate this little unboxing to my dear departed friend Sid Bolton, who was one of the biggest Dragon's Lair fans on Earth, and he had a huge collection of Dragon's Lair from every different platform. He helped to port a bunch of Dragon's Lair titles. I don't know what he did, probably like got all kinds of info and stuff. We visited Don Bluth with EP, early in the production cycle, I think like season 4 or something like that, and he was wonderful. But this is a classic Laserdisc game. And so what that meant is that the game features, while all of the video game industry was working hard to, let's see if we get that kind of not shiny too much, working hard to build graphics that rivaled animation, this is a game that actually used Don Bluth animation. Don Bluth is a revered Disney animator who struck out on his own, and he worked on lots of Disney movies in his career, but he also did The Secret of Nim and a bunch of other films as well. I don't have his catalog in front of me, but he's done lots and lots of work. They did a sequel to this. They did a 3D version of this where Don Bluth was involved, which was actually a pretty fun game. That was why we visited them back in, 2000 or something like that. But he was cool. His company was cool to us. And Sid Bolton was one of the best, huge fan of Electric Playground and helped us out a ton. And I miss him very much. And I know that he would be ecstatic to see me unboxing this sucker and to see me putting this into the set of Electric Playground, because this is so rad. So it's a tiny Dragon's Lair arcade machine. And the cool thing about these replicades is that they are so accurate to the detail that it feels like like you've walked into like a tiny arcade. You've walked into a Lilliput arcade or something like that. And they've also put in a couple of other things. Oh, they have tiny little quarters or tokens, which is insane. You can't see that, but that's so crazy. There's a record, or this must be the Laserdisc. This is the model of the Laserdisc. This is incredible. Like, this is the arcade for the 12-inch action figures that I have. And there's a picture of, I think this is Princess Daphne, I think is the character's name. There is a... Oh, man. It's all on cardstock as well. There's an instruction booklet with some Don Bluth art right there. That is dope. Tells you how to play it. Has little schematics and little diagrams of each of the corners of the... It's so cool, right? Love it. Yeah. Okay, that is the instruction booklet. Let's see if this uses USB-C. No! I forget what this is called. Micro USB? I don't know. The one that's with all our, our older phones. It's not USB-C. We like USB-C around here. All right. Alpha Cat is like, get the machine out of the box. It's coming. All you can think of is the retro replay. And look at the box is even killer, right? Like, this is a total collector's item. It's amazing. Oh, and you can connect this. I didn't know that. I think this might be the first of the replicades where you can connect it to a television. That's crazy. So maybe we can do that right now. I was wondering how I would show this off, gameplay-wise. Okay. There's probably a little bit of power in here. Usually these things ship with a little bit of power. Look at this. So cool. Dragon's Lair artwork on there. So crazy. I'll take that off. Yeah, they've done a lot to kind of protect and preserve it. I'm taking all the... it's very shiny and cool looking. Okay, there we go. That's coming out. 1 second, 1 second. There's some, what is that, ASMR? Is that what that is? Where you take the plastic wrap off stuff. There's a couple things that's stuck in the corner there. Okay, there it is. Got it. Okay. Let's see if you can see that. All right, I'll turn it on. And I don't know if it's got juice. Let's see. Oh, usually there's, oh yeah, there it is. Okay. There's a little bit of juice right there. So it lights up on the inside. I don't know if that's, no, that's not lighting up. This is so surreal, man. So imagine I was about that big. I was about that big walking up to this machine and going, oh my God, they've made an animated, they've made a cartoon video game, and it blew my freaking mind. It's so cool. You know what? I'm going to try to plug this in. I've got, I have a USB connection right here. Let's see. I'll plug it in right now. See what happens. Hopefully I don't. Hopefully I don't break the stream. I had no idea that you could do this. All right, let's see. Oh my God, it's on my TV, and sounds great. Wow. Okay. And there you go, Dragon's Lair. So I'm playing it on this tiny little thing. Okay. Okay, here we go. How do I do it? There it is. Okay. We're playing. How cool is this? Oh, I'm dead. I was reading the comments. That's my excuse. If I die, it's because I'm reading the comments, okay? This is where you have to pick different directions. How crazy is this, right? Imagine you see this in the arcade for the first time. It's so cool. Oh, right. I'm terrible at this game. I'm still bad at it. Go. Go, Dirk. So, I believe, if I've got this right, they're making a Ryan Reynolds movie, and he's going to be Dirk the Daring. Let's try it one more time. How crazy is this? I took this out of the box and plugged in the USB, and I'm playing the freaking game. I can't get over how cool this is. The joystick is about like millimeters big. That's another excuse, by the way, right there. Okay. Oh, right. Insert coin. So you press the coin slots to put a quarter in the machine, and then you play the machine. This is so freaking cool. Thank you so much to Replicate and New Wave Toys for sending this out. I would imagine, again, this is a very hard to come by collectible because it's outrageous. But this may be the coolest little mini arcade console I've ever seen because of how precious this game was, you know, and how unique it was. You play a movie. It's incredible. And I'm still terrible. 30 years later, still terrible at this game. I don't even know what to do. Okay. I used to always get so mad because I would die so quickly, and I would see my quarters first, and then my dollars just disappearing. Okay, let's try one more time. Let's see if I can concentrate and survive for a little bit. Oh. Z Mulaney, I think you're correct about that, about the PS3 outselling the 360. It took until the very end of the life cycle for it to be able to do that. So we should have added an extra line of dialogue into that segment. Run. Get away! Oh, I have a sword. Okay. You forget, right? You just press the controller. What am I doing? I don't even know what to do. I'll learn this game. Oh, look at how cool this is. Go! Oh my god. So you're watching... I wanted to show you guys all the death animations. How am I doing so far? Pretty good? Okay, we're going to play one more time. It's gorgeous, right? How's the sound? It's coming through my microphone. Okay, here we go. So creepy. I'm in. Go! I'm in! I'm in! Okay, now, the horse one I think is the one that I can get a little bit further ahead on. Okay. Yes! Speed run. Oh, don't press the sword. Okay. So freaking cool. The image quality on a TV is pretty great, too. Go! Ah! How am I supposed to do this? Okay, all my quarters are going. Oh. All right. So that's Dragon's Lair. What a cool thing, right? Okay, I'm going to turn this off. Where's the power button? Where is it? Oh, it's right there. Okay. That is amazing. So it's nice and loud, too. Actually, I'll turn it... No, I don't want to run the power. I'm going to plug that in and charge it. But that's going to be a background element for EP for sure. And I'm going to plug my PC back in. And let's... There. Put this right there. That's just sheer joy. Dragon's Lair. Amazing. Okay, so we have another game that we're going to jump on board with right now. It is... someone's in love with Demon Souls right now. Kevin Smitty. That's the game I'm jumping on tonight. So many cool things to take a look at. This is the time of year, man. And even though there's a pandemic... I'm just going to move this a bit closer to me. Even though this is a pandemic, there has been a lot of incredible stuff shipped this year. So, kudos to all of the incredible creators and designers and collaborators and inventors that have worked hard to get us entertainment this year, man. It's been incredible. Lots to kind of take our minds off some of the darkness that's happening out there. But let's play, and speaking of which, I think that's what this game is all about. This is a game from Giant Squid. It's called The Pathless. It's also a launch title for the PlayStation 5. I got it on the Epic Game Store on PC. So we're going to play this right now. Sebastian, you going to keep posting that? Because I'm gonna knock you out of there if you're going to keep doing that. All right. Okay, bye-bye, buddy. Oop. Oh, man. He's spamming us hard. Here we go. There he is. Oh, he's totally spamming us. Okay, 1 second here. One sec. Okay. Hopefully he's gone. All right, get out of here, Wilden says. We had no room for that, right? This is the best chat on the internet. Okay, hold on. I got to put my OBS back on so I can manage the stream here. Okay, let's play the Pathless. This is from Giant Squid, and we're playing it on the PC. This was one I've been... Do I have mods? I think there's one or two mods. I don't know who they are at the moment, though. I think Blade Blur is one, but he is super busy, and I guess I should because he's been testing over at Toys for Bob, so he's been super busy with that. But anyways. We'll figure that out later. We have an awesome chat, and usually there's never any issues like that, so I'm not too worried about that right now. Vic, you and Johnny Millennium need to get together and play some Demon Souls. I want to see the rage. Grown-ass nerd. That would be hilarious. Wayne McCracken, hey, Vic, I couldn't get a PS5, so I got a PS4 Pro for super cheap. Playing God of War right now. You know, that is definitely something I've been thinking about. The PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X are two phenomenal platforms, and these new machines are super premium and super sleek, and they feel incredible and they look amazing. But it's not that massive, like, oh my God, I'm seeing things for the first time jump that we saw like between PS2, PS3, or you know, I would even argue that there was, at least for the first couple of years with PS4, you could see that it was just a glossier version of a lot of stuff that we had seen on PS3. But give this a year, these new machines a year, we're going to see some amazing stuff. And I'll tell you, once I play Spider-Man at 60 frames per second, I don't want to go back. Alpha Cat says he will be a mod. That's very cool. All right, Daniel Fugate needs to go. Goodbye, my friend. Let's jump into the Pathless. Let's do it. Hopefully the audio is going to sound okay. 1 second. Here we go. Legends say the curse spreads from the ancient isle on the edge of the world. Many have gone to the isle. I didn't bug anybody for a code for this, and yesterday or 2 days ago, Epic said this is in your account for you to check out. So I have it. So we're just gonna play it on PC. Hopefully it runs okay. I didn't check this out actually, so hopefully it's not too choppy or anything like that. It's in pretty high settings. I've got I'm running this right now on an Alienware M17 with a 1070 card, so it's pretty solid. Uh-oh. Couple of chops right there. The PC's been on for a bit, so I don't know if we're going to deal with any stuff. Is there any audio coming in? I don't hear anything. I may have unhooked the audio when I unplugged the HDMI. 1 second. Pop this back to that for a second. There we go. All right, we're back. There it is. Okay, so I don't really know. Can you hear it? Should be hearing it right now. Chris Yates. Nice comment there, my friend. All right, cool. So this is a big adventure, explore the world kind of game. But I don't really know too much about it. There's something up there, though. Look at that. Giant Squid. I think they made White Swan or something like that. I hope we don't get too many of these little... where you had to paint the room. Oh, Abzu. That's the game that they made. You hear it, but barely. Okay, I'll turn it up. It's very quiet right now. It's just atmospheric. How's that? Is that better? Don't go chasing waterfalls, Uncle Jay. All right. Cool. Cool. So we're in training mode right now. Great. Thank you, Punisher Fitness. Jeff Barnard is here. Hello. So I don't know the story. I haven't played this at all. Have I ever heard of Man of Action Crew? I have. They made superheroes like Ben 10 and Generator Rex. And yes, they have side-scrollers. Super cool, Nintendo Boy 17. Ian77900, have you been playing this game? Or not, because they don't sell it physically? I think this evokes a little Journey. A little Journey and a little Zelda. Both cool things. Here we go. Yeah, this is called the Pathless, John O'Brother 03. Is it Giant Sparrow? Oh, right. Giant Sparrow did the unfinished one, and What Remains of Edith Finch. Correct, Sam I Am 111. And this is Giant Squid, who did Abzu. Oh, I gotta have Jaffe on, Kevin Smitty. That sounds great. He's a good dude. Tyler Fisher, I don't know. I don't know yet. So that just hovers in the air like that? Okay. So what am I doing? I'm just going after these different things. Oh, that's cool. So I can kind of glide as I'm racing through the environment like this. Okay. Ah. A little Fumito Ueda kind of vibe to it as well. Groovy. Yeah, I figured you guys would like this. I've been trying to stream not just the big games, but also some of the cool indies and stuff that are out there. Love the Electric Playground content. Been a fan going back to my high school days. That's amazing, Ian. Thanks, pal. Okay, so toggle secrets and distant landmarks. Okay, so that's where I want to go. All right. I see these and I want to destroy them, but maybe I'm not supposed to. What's this, though? There's something here. The spirit mask grants the wearer the ability to see cracks in the world, to find paths where there would be none, but heed caution, those who wear the mask never see the world the same way again. All right. Frank Castle, me too, bud. Keanu Reeves is the man. Yeah, Chris Yates, it's important to, like, try to search out the hidden gems, you know, before they become buried treasures. Okay, where are we going? Oh, not this way. We're going over this way. There's the Eye of Sauron over there. Cool. Can I get out of the... Can I get out of this cave any other way, or is it just that one way? Okay. Okay. Oh, it's this. Okay. Oh, right. Now I can go through. Cool! Oh, is that true, Nintendo Boy 17? Chris Yates. No, actually, VDM Boys, it was always Buried Treasure. And Buried Treasure was, I think we started that with Reviews on the Run. I think that became a segment when Reviews became its own show in 2002. Because prior to that, we would have done reviews as a segment in EP, and we had time for, a few console reviews and a PC review and a handheld review. Oh, I just came from here, didn't I? Okay. I'm getting the feel of this world. We actually did shoot Buried Treasure very literally a few times, where we actually went out and we got like a fake pirate treasure chest, and we went to the beach and buried it in the sand and did the whole segment like that. And then we started doing some crazy things. Tommy would jump into garbage cans in the back of businesses and stuff, and he'd pop out of them like he's playing a Game Boy game or something. Okay, so I'm going over to these giant totems. Okay, that's cool. I believe the path is up to me to decide, right? I can go wherever I want. Cool. Okay. I've never played this before, so I'm figuring this out in real time with you guys. So be patient. It's beautiful. It's very relaxing, this game, so far. You guys all go looking behind waterfalls when you see them in video games? Can't in this game. Chris Yates, follow the path, but there is no path. Arcade Chaos, yeah, I love MJR, but sometimes, yes. Oh, Metal Gear, what's MJR? Metal Jesus Rocks, but gets on my nerves not often, but sometimes he does. Okay. Gotta go, Vic. Have a great playthrough. Thank you, EL Vetter. Always look behind waterfalls, yes. I wonder if that was Eddie Vedder. Do you guys think it was? Think Eddie Vedder watches Vic's Basement? Oh yeah, hey Vic, me and Dan were chatting before you came on here. Did Tommy put together that excellent intro track? Oh, for the no, that's a YouTube track. It's just a piece of music that I dig. It's called Nimbus. And I don't know. It's got a nice flow to it. I've used it in a bunch of vids, and I like it. Preston Rickwood. MJR Metal Jesus Rocks. Never met him. People put me in Twitter conversations with him all the time, but we've never met each other. All right, so here we go. Can I make this jump? Ooh. I have to, at first, attempt the jump. Here we go. Let's try again. Oh, I can run with this. Okay, let's run and jump. Gotcha. No problem. Something cool is about to happen. Frank Castle, I do when I have the time to do it. I definitely check them out. The Turbo Graphics one was especially cool for me because I never had a Turbo. Never had one of those. And so I got to really appreciate how funky it is, you know, and how many cool games are on that platform. I have them all hooked up. But, you know, what I play is usually what I'm reviewing or talking about in the show. It generally is work-related. And so it's been a little while. But every once in a while I do boot them up. I bought the Super Nintendo controllers for the Switch, and they haven't been used as much as I want to use them. But, you know, usually it's related to how much stuff I have to check out and how much stuff I have to review. I haven't done a first 5 video in a while, and I really want to. But I've got Demon Souls and a couple of awesome VR things to talk about on deck, so I can't complain. Contentment. I came as a pilgrim to seek guidance from the Tall Ones, but found all the answers I needed on this little isle. A path is only good so long as you walk it. And now I'm content to just sit and be content. Seems all right. Okay. Can I break these things? Can't shoot. Okay. So when the targets are out is when you can shoot. You can't just shoot at everything. I think that is deliberate. Okay, so what is this? Boop. Oh, that's cool. Oh, wow. Look at that. Did not know you could do that. Okay. So I can... Let's get back up there again. I can make some awesome acrobatic movements by shooting the bow and arrow at the correct time. Let's try that again. Ooh, Kevin Smitty, I hope you're correct about Metal Gear being the next Blue Point remake. They need to do a lot of work if that's the thing that they're working on. They basically have to reimagine the game. It's not going to be long enough with it, you know, honestly, if it's a game that... Oh, I gotta focus. If it's a game where you can position the camera anywhere that you want to. But there's smart people over there, they'll figure that out. If they're doing that, then Blue Point will likely become a PlayStation first-party developer. And the rumors of Sony buying Konami or the Metal Gear franchise are probably accurate. This is not Sackboy. Blitzer, I reviewed it earlier in the stream. This has been a live stream. There's been a lot in this episode. Okay, here we go. Come on! I don't quite know what the mechanics are. I feel like I want to swing, but it doesn't really work like that. Okay, let's try again. Hi there, how you doing? The thing I like about your name, hi there, is that it could be, that statement could be for you, or it could be for everyone. Isn't Blue Point already a first party? When I boot up Demon Souls, it says PlayStation Studios like the other first party games. Maybe I'm wrong. No, they've been contracted to do some PlayStation first-party stuff. Okay, so... Okay, that's tricky. Okay, so I have to be kind of running and leaping and do that 3 times. Okay, here we go. I see, and I'm using my energy bar right down below. So I'm getting energy from that thing. Understood, okay. So it's different mechanics. I'll get it, guys. Give me a second. Here we go. Different game. Oh, come on. Oh, get back over there. Alright, up. Up. So you can only run when you've got a little bit of the juice like that. I get it. So you don't want to be just spamming the run button. You need the energy. Okay. So we're going to run. Oh, come on! What the... It didn't target the right thing! Oh, man, that sucked. Okay, one more time. Okay. Do I have to press the jump button, too? That's a lot of... So I'm pressing the L trigger, the right trigger, and... It should be making me leap out of the air, but it didn't the last couple times. So I'm not going to press the run button until I get close to the edge. Let's try this one more time. There we go. Oh my God, it's too hard. I don't have this yet. Okay, I'm just going to go explore because I don't want to keep trying this and falling over and over again. I want to go see what else is out there. I don't have these mechanics down yet. And didn't I just come up? I was there on the other side. Okay, I've already been there anyways. Okay. This Pathless is true to its word. I see. You're meant to just skim across the world by taking the energy back into your... That's neat. Okay. Okay, I'm feeling this now. Alright, alright. This is like the Hawkeye game. Let's go over there. Go over there. Because that's just the fallen bird, right? Is there something I can do? Oh, I don't want to go down there. Okay, so let's go up to this red totem over this way. Sometimes, and I need to remember this for future streams, sometimes it's better if I play the game for a while before we go live for the first time. But, you know, I think there's a benefit from showing the early stuff, and I think there's a benefit from showing you how to play the game. But I'm just learning it. And this has different mechanics than other stuff that I've been playing, for sure. Okay, so this one, so, can I do anything? No. This might be a game where it's not necessarily you have enemies. I don't know. The God Slayer is no longer a man. If he ever was, he's something more and something less. Okay. I think I'm missing the appropriate weapon for that moment. Okay, so let's go to the other totem and see what's over there. Got you. It's pretty cool, though. Starting to feel the flow a bit. Kind of like you're ice skating. Alright, here we go. putting the medals or the little statues into the base of the totem. And then what happens? I've done that twice now. It gave me some power. Ooh, there's something big up there, okay. There's something cool in here, too. What's in here? I like this mysterious vibe. I see the steel. Read the histories of my forefathers. The land was so beautiful, so peaceful before the god slayers wrought. Okay. Eagle Mother birthed the world, but she does not demand its direction. She rests in her nest high above. She will only descend to our realm in times of great happiness or great danger. Okay. Get up there. Oh, there's some. Oh no, that's just. So there's that fallen bird down there. Something down here? What's down here? Is this where I came out of? Yeah. Cool, okay. This. Okay. Spooky stuff. Lots of mysteriousness. Okay, what's in here? Oh, I need the, I need one of the... I need one of the little statue things. Okay. Where did I get... come from there? I'm already lost. Pathless is made... I'm lost in Pathless. There we go. Yeah, it was up there already. I put one of the busts, the eagle busts inside of that thing up there already. So let's see. What's over this way? Maybe I took that force field off. There's another one. Right? Yeah, I'd already been up there. Okay. Come on, where do I go? Where do I go, he says, while he's playing the Pathless. That's where I came out. Okay. And I need a bust to pop in the middle of that sucker. There's a path. Don't know what to do, don't know what to do. Oh. That's it. Okay, solved it. So now I got... What do I have? Nothing. Oh, I have one of the things. Okay, so go back to one of the... Okay, I go back to this one. Or is there one over this way? No. Okay, so I'll go back to this one. It's cool. You can feel like this ancient world is all around you, and you've got to kind of decipher it. And there's no dialogue, there's no storytelling, there's no other character. Very lonely. It's very much like Eco or Shadow of the Colossus. It's got that vibe. And Journey. Okay, so there's that one. Is there another one around me? No, that's the one. Okay, so let's get back to there. Is there no other... This might be something that... I think this might activate something, because I have gone to 6 of these tombs and put the busts into 3 of the totems. So let's go. Sam, I like this stuff, but I'm certainly cognizant, like, am I boring the crap out of you guys as I'm trying to decipher all this? But good comment. But I think you guys all know what I'm playing here. You guys have all... I think, like, Breath of the Wild, although it has all the Zelda trappings, it was also filled with a lot of, like, mystery and uncovering things as you went along. It didn't really hold your hand all that much. There was a lot of, like, am I doing the right thing? And I like experiences like that. I think there's an ownership that happens when you have experiences like that. They become very much like your own story. Okay, here you go. Now what happens? Ah, cool, Nintendo boy. Alright, so I knew these were the only 3 that I could see, so I've got this trinity of glowing objects. You guys are talking about wrestling games. Doesn't that happen in every stream? You guys start talking about wrestling games? Okay, where do I go now? Back to the bird, right? Yes? Back to the bird. Revive the burb. Get up, buddy! I'm back! Cool. It's pretty cool. Lovely. Is that how tall the mountain is there? It's crazy. Okay, so now we can get into this giant... Oh, wow. This is cool. Very much getting the eco vibes on this. Alpha Cat? Yeah. Same. Lady Love, good to see you. Big time classic Zelda vibes right there, huh? Yeah, Goku. Creepy. Had anybody heard of this game before? Or is this the first time you're seeing it? It's called the Pathless from Giant Squid, I believe. Yeah, it's so hard for games to, you know, get people's attention these days. Discovery is a huge problem in the video game industry. Cool, Chris Yates. Go now, young one. Ascend the tower and travel to the moon. Oh, bird is gone. Timmy, you're a game maker. Pet the eagle. Bring back the light. Pet the eagle to restore its strength. Cool. That's lovely. So this is exclusive to Epic, and I know it's exclusive to PlayStation right now. I wonder if PS Plus will get it as a game next month. Orange Bucky. What's your secret? I don't know, man. If you're a man, I'm not sure. Orange Bucky, I don't know. I love my life. I'm very fortunate. Timmy, just starting out, yes, publishers all want vertical slice ASAP, though, and I'm like, it's not ready. Stroke that bird. Yes, oh, sorry, I'm reading the comments. Okay. John Nagachi. Eat healthy, exercise, in my opinion. Yes. I could use some more exercise. These games take a long time. They take a lot of your life out of your life when you're playing and reviewing all these things, especially this time of year. This is cool. This is my kind of game. Have a little bird friend. How rad is that? Okay, so what's over here? This is cool, man. I like this. Is this on Apple Arcade, Jason, man? Hello, C. Jane Go TV. Good to see you. Okay, so the bird will drop that right there. The art style is cool. Wow, it's on Apple Arcade. That's amazing. Apple Arcade is great. They're loaded with lots of cool ideas on that platform. But again, there's a discovery thing there, you know, like Apple's got all of these different messages out there, and Apple Arcade is just like, it's in the middle of it all, and they're not, I don't think they're really connecting with game players the way that they should be, especially for the quality of the games, and I worry that they won't maintain that quality with their games. Right. Oh, I gotta shoot through the thing here, okay. So how the heck do I do that? There's a big wall in the way, guys. Can the bird stay there? Birdie, stay there. Oh, do I have control of the bird? No. No. Oh. What is this? Alright. Oh, there we go. Go get that bird. Gotcha. And the bird can fly with that big thing. Alright. Drop it, drop it. Oh! Too far. Here you go. Good bird. Bonk. Perfect. Now what is this going to give me? Oh, we just want that. Okay, so where do we go with this now? Ah, we need 2 of them. Understood. No. Bad bird. Okay, drop it. Need the other one, okay. Okay, we've done that before. Alright, here we go. Drop. Let's go! Let's go, Birdo. Oh, that's cool, Timmy. No, I've never heard of that. And, Lady Love, I am... Oh, Lady Lover, yes, I am the, host of Electric Playground, yes. And, oh, Fred Wicks is getting exercise with the omnidirectional treadmill and the PSVR. That's super cool. Somebody yelled out, Vic is the electric playground, John Higachi. That's awesome. Yes, I am the electric playground. Alright. Pick it up, bird. Birdo, get it. Well, it's gonna close on you. Oh, what am I doing? Come here, Birdo. Get that thing. We need it. What's happening? Get it. Oh, you're scared of it. Oh, right. I understand. Okay, so we have to shut that thing down. Okay. So you can see through walls, so nifty, nifty, nifty. Bird is the word. Cool. So we turned it off. I see. So it's like an enchanted statue. Groovin'. Okay. Cool. Here we go. Look at this. Like in a museum or something. Floating Isle, Nest of the Eagle Mother. This is fantastic. I'm really digging all this. Oh, this is like a scale model of where we just were, I think. Something like that. Okay. Domain of Sorrow, Domain of Nimue, Domain of Kumo, and Floating Isle, Nest of the Eagle Mother. Cool. Got a legacy of candy. Yeah, there's a vibe from lots of stuff we've played, right? But still feels kind of fresh. Sect Z. That is one strong bird, isn't it? Street Dreams. Okay, press A to jump, then A to... Again, while airborne to glide. Okay, so... Oh, nifty. Okay, so clearly I have to be higher. Okay, here we go. What's this? Groovy. Groovy. Alright, here we go. And we're going to hover. That is one strong bird. Timmy, that's fantastic. Chase those dreams. Up we go. More stuff to carry, pack bird. Here we go. Wait a second now. Okay, drop it. Because I need you. So go get it. Bring it over here. Drop it. Bring me up here, please. Drop it. Go get it. Get it. Fetch. Fetch, boy. Okay, bring it up. Oh, bird. Birdo. I'm up here. That's it. I need a better name for Birdo than Birdo. Okay, so we'll turn this off. Now it's like a game. Now it's a... the beginning stages were just like, explore and get used to things. But now it feels very game-like. Okay, so we're gonna go and hover through there? Is that what we're gonna do? Or are we gonna float down? What are we gonna do? Let's go. We're gonna fly up. Maybe to the floating isle of the eagle. No, there it is. So I think eventually we get up there, which is pretty rad. Wow, this is beautiful. You know, it's unfortunate that this is coming out right now. Like, a couple of months ago, I would have probably just kept playing this on through. I might come back to this, but there's so many big games that I've got to play. But this is cool. This is totally my cup of tea. I don't think I'd be able to do a review of this until kind of after the Rocket and Ray Gun Awards. There's just so many things going on right now. Okay. And it's probably like a 20-hour game. Has anybody played this in the chat? Like, finished it, like, played it for a long time. What vaporware are you hoping to see come back in 2021? I want the Analog Pocket. I want a home, because you can hook that up to your television. I want a home console experience to play all of the portable software that I have for the various Game Boys and Game Gear and Lynx. I think that would be amazing. I have a very cool Game Boy, the Game Boy adapter for an HDMI GameCube, which HD RGB sent out to me, or hooked me up with, and that has been incredibly useful. But the idea of having a system that plays all of these portable platforms, I'm into this, you know, using one HDMI port and you can access huge chunks of your library kind of thing. I think that's pretty fantastic. Okay, so now we're going to, as long as it's, you know, super clean, and I think the Pocket's going to be great. A lot of people are super concerned about when I get a lot of emails about it, or a lot of tweets about it, and messages about it. The Polymega, when that's finally going to ship, I really want those guys to finish the job and get those out to people. I freaking love mine. I haven't turned it on in a bit because it's been all about next gen, but it's been incredibly fun and handy, and it's just a really cool machine. I can't wait to talk with the Polymega folks more about that. And then I want the same thing for Intellivision. You know, I think there's a lot of skeptics out there about what Intellivision is working on, and I want them all to be proven wrong, and Tommy to be vindicated, and the system to be successful, but you know, I want it to be good. I want there to be some cool games on there that make it feel like a different experience. Okay. Oh, that's cool. So I can jump up with the air. Okay. This is great. Get me up there. Yeah. Oh, I see. You have like a boost feather. Oh, that's cool. A short hike, I think, does something a little bit similar. I played a little bit of that. That's a cool game, too. Forest Plateau. The GB player on the Game Boy was your favorite platform? Super cool. The Atari VCS. I honestly, Chris Yates, somebody said I should have somebody from Atari on yesterday's stream. I don't really know too much. All I know about Atari is everybody's skepticism. Seems overpriced. Oh, Jonathan Brown. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that GBA player. All right, so now we're into Shadow of the Colossus mode here a little bit. Cool. Okay. My friends, I am going to be wrapping up this stream here in about 2 minutes. I don't think there's going to be. I could just keep going and going and going, but it's been a solid 2-hour show, and I have to start prepping for tomorrow. So tomorrow will be Demon Souls, and we'll stream something new. I don't know yet what that's going to be yet, but watch my social. My Twitter is Victor_Lucas. I'll fill you guys in tomorrow on what's coming up. But Demon Souls will be the thing that I talk about. I don't know if I'll be ready to review it per se, but I'll definitely have some thoughts on it. but I'm impressed with this game, man. This is cool. Okay, we didn't really get into any combat or action or anything like that yet, but I feel like that's imminent. This is a game called The Pathless, and thank you so much for joining me on the stream today. It was packed. There was lots of stuff in there. I'll have some further thoughts on the Game Boy Advance or the Game & Watch, the Super Mario Game & Watch, after I play around with that a little bit more. This Dragon Age arcade machine is redonkulous. Thank you so much again to the people at Replicate and New Wave Toys. And thanks for watching the review of Sackboy, and hope you dug a little look at Pathless. I'll be back again tomorrow at 3 o'clock Pacific time with a new Vic's Basement Live. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the super chats. Actually, I did see we got a super chat in here. Thank you for that. I missed the shout out. I apologize. I saw one though. Thank you very much, and thank you for the new EPN members. Thanks for subscribing. We always get a couple new subscribers when we stream, which is fantastic. We appreciate that, and thank you all for watching and supporting EP. We'll be back again tomorrow. Until then, play forever.